Hello class. In this video, we're going to write a program named Test Interactive GUI that allows a user to enter scores for 5 tests taken. Display the average of the test scores to 2 decimal places. Okay, let's go ahead and open up Visual Studio. We're going to go ahead and create a new project. The Windows Forms app. We're going to call this Tests Interactive GUI. We're going to click Next, Create. And here we have our form. So let's go ahead and create a label, and we're going to change the text of this label to something like enter all test scores below. And then we're going to drag some text boxes out. Okay, so we have 1 text box, 2 text boxes, 3, 4, and 5. You can separate these and figure out exactly how much you want to do. It doesn't really matter the setup as long as it's appeasing to the user's eye. So let's go ahead and create a button. Bring the button over here, and we're going to change the text of the button to something like calculate the average. Perfect. Now, if you want to do a little more, you could change the text inside of the text box. Now, do not double click the text box. But we can change the text inside the text box, and we're going to change it to test 1. Hit enter, and it'll do something like that. Now, if you double click a text box, it's going to create code here. It's going to be just an empty method, and we don't want to do anything with it. But if you delete this method, it's not going to work correctly. It will break your code unless you do it in the right way. I'm not going to show you how to do the right way. That's up to you to do, to figure out. But we're going to just kind of go through the project. So I'm going to leave that there, not change it. It's just going to be an orphaned method. Nothing's in it. Nothing's going to happen. So let's go back to our form, and we're going to change this text inside these others to test 2. Nope, test 2. Change this one to test 3. This one needs to be changed to test 4. And this one needs to be test 5. So we have our test scores. We can calculate the average. Let's go ahead and double click that button. And now we have our button click method. And we're going to have an int for test 1 is going to equal, test 1, there's no space. Int for test 1 is going to equal the text box 1.text. But remember, we have to convert this to an integer. Convert dot to int 32. We're going to put parentheses around the text box 1.text. And we're going to change this up for test 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to copy that line and paste it until we have 5 different lines. We're going to change test 1 to test 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to come back up here to text box 1, change that to 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we have all 5 tests. And what we can do is we can take all of them and have int sum equals. And what we're going to do is we're going to just add them all together. Test 1 plus test 2 plus test 3 plus test 4 plus test 5. That's our sum. And now we're going to take our sum and we're going to divide it by 5 to get the average. So we're going to have a double for the average. Now, double means it's going to be using a decimal point. Integer means it is a whole number. There is no decimal point. So make sure you get the right data type when you're doing this. Now, you could change these to doubles as well if you want to do that, but we're going to try it with just integers first. So our average, AVG, is going to equal our sum divided by, and we're going to put 5 for the test scores. Now, we're going to take our new label. We're going to create a new label underneath or over here to the side. And for the text, we're just going to put average. Okay. So now that we have this label 2, let's go back to our code and we're going to change the text, and label2.text is going to equal, and we're going to put the average is, we're going to do a plus, and we're going to do avg dot to string, and we're going to put a double quote f and 2. We're going to do comma. Make that capitalized, make it a little bit better. And let's run it and see if it works. If I do 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, calculate. The average is 21. What if I do 9, 22? So the thing that's happening right now is it's not actually creating the right average, because it's taking the integer, because we're doing an integer divided by an integer. So we need to do 5.0. And let's run that where it says sum divided by 5. Let's do sum divided by 5.0. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 1, 5, 100. Now we get something in the background. And the F2 in our code is for formatting to the second decimal place. Whenever we do a .to string, if we do a F2, that formats to the second decimal place. And anytime that you divide an integer by another integer, you're going to get an integer. So double average was not working correctly to show the right average. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and we will see you in the next video. Have a good day.